Make sure I'm in all black for y'all. That's right, all black. This the blackout. And you're gonna be my first victim with my new book. This my first time playing with it. The disrespect. Yes, it is.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That must be Dub watching too.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain.
Man, I'm poking and prodding. I'm poking and prodding.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
50-50. Set. 28.
To throw is Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice play there to
tell your computer, thank you.
To me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get
I saw the underneath nigga hit it.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Taken from just outside the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Taylor. And it'll be intercepted.
Yeah, you did.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a handoff working right. Fights forward.
Where my 15 at?
Up to the 21.
Well, we saw him trying to get to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 20.
How your nigga engaged in the block and then the nigga able to stick his hand out and grab me? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because
with a better user it would have.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away.
Sound like war blitz.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game. But
oh, you sure about that?
Right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah,
you sure about that?
Okay. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Taylor. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants.
Why you change that nigga's number from 13?
Quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Oh, okay. I'm like, this nigga trying to disguise his players.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings
trying
up
to catch
3rd
your
down.
shit. Triangle with 3 motherfuckers on him.
Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to
3 motherfuckers, man. That's all I'm going to say. 3 motherfuckers.
Come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They
tell your kicker to get a haircut.
Made it very tough for him to
out
get the
there
ball.
with that wig on.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Right.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack.
Come on, motherfucker, pick a play. Come on.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. New York set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep down.
Man, how y'all had that motherfucker wide open? Okay.
And all the way down to the
I ain't like that.
24-yard line.
Oh.
A big play there for the Giants.
Oh.
42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
There's some holding going on, ref. Damn.
Down inside the 15 he goes.
I could not get loose.
Another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Right back to him on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On second down, Taylor. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. And the former Florida Gator
Sturgis out of it.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Tannehill now to throw.
Do it right. Damn.
Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Right to the fuck. Come on, slow down.
All the way back inside the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Taylor.
Oh!
And too much.
I missed that sack.
Out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play
How did I
calling
miss the
defensively.
sack?
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On third down, Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
You better stop fucking with Rodney.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again,
you better stop fucking with him.
And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Yeah,
dude. On the catch there, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Tannehill. Looking long for Westbrook. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
How did I underthrow?
Got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap.
That sounds like Callie Green.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
I told you better stop fucking with Ronnie.
On this first half of action. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6.
Hit that motherfucker trying to hide, playing high and go seat.
And here comes the Giants offense onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll run it here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few.
Where's the fucking flag?
With the overall essence of the running game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on
dirty
display
ass
throughout this game, really,
motherfucker.
from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Man. Okay, dog.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point.
Goddamn well wasn't no goddamn good defense.
He'll look to throw.
Got him.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's off that pick Byron Jones did. User. Not no computer. User.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Come on with your little inside zone.
The offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Over the middle, he's got his tight end in.
It wouldn't let me jump. It wouldn't let me jump.
Midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. He sets to fire deep. And he's got his man, Beckham.
I should have left it alone. I don't think that was a touchdown, ref. I don't think that was a touchdown. Y'all need to go upstairs. Y'all need to go upstairs.
And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places
is it him
on the field,
or is it
if
you?
you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free.
I'm just saying.
Receiver, but condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're getting muscled all over the field.
Damn it.
Pushed down it.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Taylor. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Operating from the gun. Taylor. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. To throw is Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Big fella, why did you do that? Why did you do that, big fella?
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's user, nigga. That's user.
The drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride.
And, a crusher.
Thank you, Lester. Thank you, Lester.
Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football.
Thank you, Lester.
At the 28-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's
taking it right down Broadway, past the 20, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things.
Good game, Anthony.
Especially on defense, but that touchdown there.
Good game, Anthony.
Good about your chances.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
I know, Anthony. I know. You wanted to beat my ass so bad, you just kept doing crazy dumb shit. I know.
For a touchback. Now
yeah, you're right. I know.
Sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough.
And this will be caught at the 30.
Let that play action go, huh? You like that play.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 49 yards. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, he
Clock
did.
stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for his favorite target,
he
A.J.
sure
Green,
did.
that time. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose.
I might say, let that shit go. Get off of that.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
Good game,
You can
man.
expect more passes like that downfield.
You kept trying to throw the motherfucker when he was covered 3 times.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not.
Several times you threw to him, and he was surrounded by 3 black jerseys.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got